Hello, everybody. So today we're going to be talking about multi-step word problems again. These are going to be more multi-steppy. Um, that's a word, right? Types of problems. Let's get into this. So let's start by talking about number two here. So number two, a fun center has two different packages. One package charges $5 entrance fee and $3 per attraction. So, again, if you think about it, we're thinking about, or we want to identify some keywords, right? Anytime you see the word per or each, those are really the words you want to look out for with multi-step equations, multi-step word problems, because that's going to tell you what's going to be multiplying with your unknown. Okay. If you see the word per or each, that's like your dead giveaway that you're going to be multiplying that number by your unknown, whatever your unknown is. Okay. So right there, I see the word per, right? So that kind of tells me right off the bat that that $3 is going to multiply with something. Okay. The other package charges a $30 entrance fee and $1 per attraction. Write and solve an equation to figure out how many attractions you must go on in order to justify the higher entrance fee. Okay, so again, entrance fee, that would be like a one-time fee, right? And then we've got a per ride fee attached to the two different packages. So let's set this up. So my unknown, I'm going to call it X, right? X is going to represent my number of attractions that I go on, or rides, right? So with this first package, it's $3 per ride, right? So 3x. But I also have a $5 entrance fee. So plus 5, right? The other package is $1 per ride, so 1x. And then it's also another $30 for entrance fee, so plus $30. These represent my cost of those two. So it wants me to write an equation that would justify the higher entrance fee. So basically, it just wants me to figure out how many rides I need to go on for this side to be equal to the other side, right? At that point, it's justified, and you can get that one and be the same as the other one, right? So basically, it just wants me to know when these two are going to have an equal amount of money spent. So you would just set them equal to each other. And this is going to be a common thing that you'll have to do with multi-step equations is set two different packages or something equal to each other. Because you're trying to figure out like when it's worth it, basically. And that's a common thing we do in the real world, right? Sometimes a lot of businesses will have like a membership fee or something that gives you discounts or whatever. Um, and depending on what you do, like those discounts could be worth the cost of membership. If you don't go there very often, the membership may not be worth it, right? So it's one of those things that, we never use math in the real world, right? Okay. So look at this. This is just a multi-step equation, right? There's no like terms. There's nothing to distribute. So we'd move the variable. Doesn't matter which we move, but I'm going to move the x or the 1x, however you want to write that. And 3x minus x is 2x, right? So 2x plus 5 is equal to 30. Okay. Then, two-step equation, you'd minus the 5 from each side. That gives you 2x is equal to 25. And then you would divide by 2. Okay, so divide by 2. And x is going to be 12 and a half. So basically, if you go on 12 rides, the first package is worth it. If you go on 13 rides, the second package is worth it. So I would probably like thinking about if this was on the test, which it's not. We're nicer on the test, but if this was on the test, I would maybe say like, well, um, 12. Like I would probably accept 13 or 12.5 as answers. 12 would not be enough to justify, right? But that's probably what I would do. Okay, let's look at another one. Let's look at my problem. I'm Mr. Anderson if you don't know me. So I don't, yeah. Anyway. Okay, Mr. Anderson walks into an NFL pro shop with $500. Also, if you don't know, I am a little bit of a Seahawks fan. So he buys a Russell Wilson jersey for $90, a Seahawk 12th man flag for $55, a Seahawk lanyard for $35, and he wants to use his remaining money to buy Seahawk shirts that are priced at $20 each. How many Seahawk shirts does he buy? Now, again, I have to put this as an equation. So I know that right off the bat, I have $500, right? I'm going to spend $90 and $55 and $35, and then it's $20 each for the Seahawks shirts, right? So my total amount to spend is right here, right? So if that's my total amount that I can possibly spend, that's what I'm going to set everything equal to. I'm going to set it equal to 500. It cannot be more than 500, right? Now, I have some fixed costs because I'm not buying a bunch of Russell Wilson jerseys. Also, jerseys are really pricey. Have you guys noticed that? I'm sure not all of you have tried to buy a jersey, but they're like hundreds of bucks. It's crazy. Okay. So $90 for the Russell Wilson jersey is a one-time cost, right? The flag is a one-time cost at $55. Okay. The lanyard is a one-time cost at $35. But then basically my remaining money is going to go to Seahawks shirts. Now they are $20 each, right? So I could buy more than one Seahawks shirt. I could buy a bunch depending on what's left. But I know that for each Seahawks shirt I buy, it's going to be $20. So 20 times however many I buy. My unknown is the number of Seahawks shirts I could buy, right? So that's going to be my X, is the number of Seahawks shirts. So 20X. Okay. Now I do have some like terms here, right? I've got 90 and I've got 55 and I've got 35. I can combine all of those. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm going to get 500 is equal to 180 plus 20x. Ooh, that got simple real quick, right? All right, two-step equation now, right? I'm going to get rid of the add subtract first. So it's a positive 180. So I'm going to minus 180 to each side, minus 180. And that is going to be 320, right? Yeah, 320. I'm going to write over here. We're going to still Mrs. Nevercurse space. 320 is equal to 20x. So basically I have $320 to spend on Seahawks shirts. So we're going to go ahead and divide by 20. And if you do 320 divided by 20, you're going to get 16, right? Yeah. 16 shirts. That's going to last me a while. Okay. Let's look at a more difficult one, and then I'll probably stop here. So you guys should probably be getting the idea right now. Again, looking for that per each keyword, but setting up these equations usually isn't that hard. It's actually probably easier with these type of problems than like with the two-step equations. But let's do Mr. Noise. That one's kind of worded a little tricky, so let's do that one. So Mr. Noise went to the store to buy 3 orange shirts. Lots of shirt buying today. So I know he's buying 3. Might be important. The first shirt wasn't too expensive, but the second shirt was twice as expensive as the first. Okay. So the third shirt was $5 more than the first shirt. Okay. He paid $97 for all 3 orange shirts. You should go to the NFL Pro Shop. Much better deals there, evidently. How much money did the first shirt cost? Okay, so it wants me to figure out how much he paid for the first shirt. Okay, so that first shirt is what it wants me to figure out. So that's going to be my X. X is the price of the first shirt. I know that the second shirt was twice as much as the first shirt. So it'll be like 2 times X, right? So I'm going to add 2X to my total cost. And then the third shirt was $5 more than the first shirt. So it's going to cost the price of the first shirt plus $5, right? Now, it's worded kind of differently, right? But it's actually a pretty simple problem when you think about it. It's the price of the first shirt plus $5. And then all of this all together cost Mr. Noise $97 for his orange shirts. Okay, not too bad, right? Now it's a multi-step equation. Going to combine like terms. I've got an x, a 2x, and another x, right? So x plus 2x, 3x, plus x, 4x. So I got 4x plus 5 is equal to 97. Okay, two-step equation. I'd minus the 5, right? Minus the 5 to each side gives me 4x is equal to 92. And then my last step, I'm going to divide by the 4 to get to separate it from the x. So divide by 4, 92 divided by 4 is, dun, 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 his first shirt was $23. That means his second shirt was $46. And his third shirt would be $28, right? Now, just for fun, I'm going to go back and add those three totals together and see if it equals 27. So 23 plus 46 plus 28 is 97. Can you see that? No? Yes? No, right there. Yeah, 97, right? Okay. So, yeah. And that's pretty much all you're doing today. Again, just setting up these equations and then solving them. If you have any questions, and this is probably the assignment you will, right? Ask your teachers. We are here to help. We want to help. We will help you work through it and understand how to set it up and all that fun stuff. Don't just sit there and like, oh, I don't understand. Just ask us the questions. That's what we're here for. Okay, I will see you guys out there.